I'm Joe, and Caden is not here, but we are presenting on Elizabeth's Chophouse today, and we will be doing his part of the presentation as well. So just to briefly recap from the last presentation that we had, in our last presentation we covered an introduction to the business, we talked about the situational analysis and company overview, and of course we went through all of the strengths and weaknesses for the business itself, and we will be covering more of that in this presentation as well as we go through. We went through the digital marketing objectives, which for Elizabeth's Chophouse we defined as a website redesign and increasing social media presence, or refining social media presence, I think you could say. We will speak more about that in this presentation as well. And then our target audience, of course, was discussed in our last presentation, and we will be talking in more detail about that too today. We'll start off first with the advertising plan, and currently Elizabeth's Chophouse has little to no advertising in the area. There is some TV commercials and some local radio ads, but beyond that, that's all we've been able to gather. We have all lived in the Marquette area for varying amounts of time, and based on our experiences, we've not been able to find any advertising besides those TV and radio ads. The target audience that we would like to focus on with this advertising is the higher income individuals or business professionals in the area and people celebrating milestone achievements. And those milestone achievements could be graduations, anniversaries, birthdays, what have you. People who could afford to eat at Elizabeth's Chophouse and are aware of it will have celebrations there when they are able to. And a main objective for our advertising plan is awareness for people. There are multiple demographics in the area, as I just said, who could benefit from seeing Elizabeth's Chophouse advertised in the community. Not only is there the large business professional and higher income individual population, but there's also a large student population of both high school and college students who have the opportunity to celebrate graduations at Chophouse. The first item that we would like to implement in terms of advertising is a rewards program through an email marketing subscription service. This would be people would be able to sign up for this using a QR code that we would have placed throughout the restaurant, possibly even within the menu itself. And this way people are able to sign up with their birthday and a wedding anniversary as well if they would like to. And they'd be able to redeem a free glass of wine on those birthdays and on those anniversaries through that website or through that email subscription. And we would also be able to send out bi-weekly email updates to our customers about business happenings, potential discounts, or new seasonal food offerings, because Elizabeth's Chophouse is seasonally based in their menu offerings. With those emails, they're popular across all demographics, as 75% of teenagers use Gmail in some capacity. And of course, older generations are the people we tend to see more in the email realm. And most marketers say that they have the highest return on investment for their email marketing strategy when it comes to the different assets they have in their portfolio. We also would like to use meta advertising in this marketing plan. Meta advertisements are measured in CPM, or costs per 1,000 impressions. So they're very budget friendly for people who want to step into the advertising realm, especially in the digital sense. They have the option to either set your payment plan up with a lifetime budget, and in this case, that is the option we would like to take for Elizabeth's Chophouse. They have lifetime budget or daily budget options. The daily budget allows you to set how much money you would like to spend on your advertisement each day, but the lifetime budget allows you to set a specific dollar amount over a specific amount of time. And then Meta itself, with its learnings and all of the systems that it has, puts out your ads itself. And that way, the business owners would not have to worry about really anything with the advertisement. They would just have to put the money in there and monitor it as it goes, and then make changes based on the campaign performance at the end. Both of these strategies require a small budget for the ads and for the subscription service as well, depending on which company subscription service the Chophouse would like to use. Those we will cover more in our budget section. And then moving on to our online and social media plan. The first step for Elizabeth's Chop House in the online realm is redesigning their website. And in order to do that, we think that hiring a social media manager would be beneficial. With the website redesign, as we spoke more in our previous presentation, the website currently is designed, it's just very old in the design. It's very clearly not been redesigned in the past 10 years or so, and that website needs to be more user-friendly in this digital age. It's just a necessity at this point. And with that website redesign, we would also want to be consistently posting more on Facebook and Instagram. Those are the two platforms that Elizabeth's Chop House currently uses in terms of social media accounts. And we think that those are the two most beneficial accounts as well for Elizabeth's Chop House to be using in terms of showcasing not only the location of the business and the menu offerings, but also potential stories of the employees and behind the scenes in the business as well. We also think it would be beneficial for the owners to have a social media education, and we think that the social media manager could facilitate that. We just think that it would be important, as we spoke in our last presentation, the owners currently use the Facebook page more as a personal Facebook account than a business Facebook account. And we do think that if the owners understood the value of brand identity being consistent across all platforms, they would understand why using the Facebook in that way as a personal account is not beneficial to their business. And with this redesign and refocusing of the social media content, the social media manager would certainly have to think about what types of customers that Elizabeth's Chop House is aiming to attract and how they can attract that type of customer by utilizing those platforms in a way that's consistent.
Okay, this part was supposed to be Caden, so please bear with me. But for the public relations campaign, we plan to utilize the media, like local TV stations like TV6, or radio stations, maybe even the Mining Journal. And we want to invite a journalist to our restaurant so they can maybe write a story about us. We like to engage with the community, maybe cater events, or work with NMU, get billboards at the very event center of the Dome. And we plan on doing a press release through the local media. Now, as for the timeline, we want to start out by reviewing all our data that we have, our SWOT analysis, our segmentation, and then after that, we plan to hire a social media manager, the best candidate available. Then after that, like Molly was saying, we want to redesign the website. It's out of date, and we'd like to make it more modern. And then we'd like to set goals and objectives to get more engagement and reach more customers. Then after that, we want to increase our social media presence by posting daily on Instagram, TV, or making TV ads and posting on Facebook. And then we would like to do a press release through the media. And then after that, we want to get into paid advertising, like she was saying, the meta advertising, and do some SEO.
So the budget, because we need the budget for social media management and the search engine optimization and social media advertising. For the meta ads for Facebook and Instagram, it's usually recommended that there's a minimum of $5 daily. That's the daily rate, but if you were going for the lifetime budget and you were to base it off of that daily rate number, you could set a $150 budget for the month, and then Meta's system will allocate that money depending on where it determines those advertisements are going to perform best. And then the minimum for social media management package through an agency even starts at $500. And so that should be the absolute minimum that they're putting towards it in order to get that off the ground and up and running. And then about $400 $400 per month for the search engine optimization because it is actually kind of a small website. There's not a lot of local competition. There's only a few pages on the website, so they don't need a ton of work for the search engine optimization. So $400 is generally going to be kind of a ballpark minimum that they need to put towards it. So this is all gonna add up to about $1,050 per month, and over 6 months, it's gonna cost about $6,300, and over the year, it's gonna cost about $12,600. And then, it sounds like a lot for a small business, but with the bare bones advertising that they have now, any advertisement, even the minimum, will help them bring in more business and make that investment worth it.